So my name is Sabine Alvarez Privado. I'm a solicitor based in Vienna, and I'm the founder of APS Law. APS Law is a modern commercial law boutique advising businesses, public sector clients, and healthcare sector organizations in Austria and internationally. My work focuses primarily on public procurement law and medical law, together with closely connected areas such as IT law, data protection, construction law, contract law, and corporate law. These areas often overlap in practice, especially in complex projects involving hospitals, public contracting authorities, digitalization, medical cooperation models, or cross-border commercial structures. Before founding APS Law, I worked in several renowned commercial and public procurement law firms in Vienna, where I advised on a wide range on national and international mandates. Over the years, I have developed a particular strength in handling matters that sit at the interaction of law, business, and medicine. This interdisciplinary approach is very important to me. I studied both law and business administration, completed postgraduate programs in medical law and information and media law, and I'm also certified as a data protection officer. So this background allows me to look at legal questions not only from a strict legal perspective, but also from a practical and economic one. So at APS Law, the core idea is to provide highly specialized, personal, and efficient legal advice. I work directly with my clients and remain their main point of contact throughout the mandate. Even where external specialists are involved, coordination and responsibility remain with me. So this is an important part of the APS approach. Clients receive everything from a single source, while still benefiting from specialist expertise where necessary. So one of the distinctive features of APS Law is that we're a boutique firm with a strong international and interdisciplinary network. So through the APS Trusted Network, I work with selected partner law firms and experts in Austria, in Europe, in Latin America. So depending on the matter, this may include specialists in company law, employment law, construction, also civil engineering, notarial services, tax advice, consultancy, and translation. So this allows APS Law to remain lean and personal while being scalable for larger and more complex projects. Another important feature is our international orientation. So I advise clients in German, English, Spanish, and French. APS Law has a French desk for clients from France and other French-speaking countries, as well as a Spanish desk for companies from Spain and Latin America. And this is not about language. It's also about understanding the legal, economic, and cultural differences that often determine whether a cross-border project succeeds in practice. So my approach is a solution-oriented and pragmatic. I believe that legal advice should be clear, understandable, and commercially useful. So clients often come to me with issues that have not yet been decided by the courts, or with projects where the legal framework is complex and uncertain. So I enjoy these challenges, and my aim is to identify legally sound and economically viable solutions, even when the path is not obvious. That's why people often say, Alvarez finds a way. So the cases and clients I typically work with are mainly B2B and public sector related. So in public procurement law, I advise public contracting authorities and bidders, particularly in the healthcare, IT technology, and construction sectors. This includes the design and implementation of procurement procedures, preparation of tender documents, advice of market surveys, review proceedings, and the preparation of legal opinions. Then in medical law, I advise hospitals, doctors, group practices, medical partnerships, and healthcare companies. My work includes the establishment and structuring of medical facilities, medical cooperation models, questions of patient information and consent liability issues, data protection, e-health, and digitalization in the healthcare sector. I also advise on cross-border healthcare matters, including cases involving medical liability and cooperation between medical service providers in different countries. In IT law and data protection, my clients include IT companies, startups, software and app developers, e-commerce businesses, and public contracting authorities implementing technology projects. So I advise on IT contracts, license models, framework agreements, data protection obligation, consent declarations, online terms and conditions, disclaimers, and the interface between IT law and public procurement law. Then in construction law, it's another area connected to my procurement and public sector work. So I support infrastructure and construction projects, review and draft construction contracts, and where necessary, assemble interdisciplinary teams through the APS trusted network. This is particularly useful in projects that involve engineering, architecture, project management, and technical expertise. And I also advise businesses on civil and corporate law matters, especially contract drafting and review, company formations, restructurings, general terms and conditions, joint ventures, partnerships, due diligence, and trade law issues. Where a matter requires additional expertise, for example, in employment law or tax law, I involve trusted specialists while continuing to coordinate the mandate for the client. So looking back at my career so far, several matters stand out. I have advised numerous public contracting authorities on the preparation and execution of procurement procedures and market surveys in the fields of IT technology, healthcare, and construction. I have also advised public hospital on matters involving medical law, data protection law, and public procurement law, which is exactly the kind of interdisciplinary work that defines my practice. So one highlight was advising on the market entry of companies into Austria. For example, a German company with an innovative cooperation concept for the laboratory services and the establishment of a cross-border laboratory consortium. Another was advising on the establishment, these projects required not only legal precision, but also strong understanding of healthcare structures, business realities, and cross-border coordination. I have also worked on matters involving medical liability, informed consent, patient information, and dental malpractice, including cross-border elements. And in the field of IT and technology, I have negotiated and reviewed framework agreements and contracts, particularly for complex IT projects and public sector clients. I have prepared expert opinions in public procurement law, data protection law, and IT law. And another part of my professional life is academic and professional contribution. So I'm the author of several specialist publications and regularly give lectures on public procurement law and medical law. So I have spoken on topics such as public procurement law in Austria, framework agreements in IT contracts, decision support in healthcare, medical collaborations, and the legal structuring of medical partnership in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. And I'm also active in several professional associations and networks, including the Austrian Lawyers Association, Trainee Lawyers Association, and the Austrian Spanish Lawyers Association, where I serve as a board member and deputy treasurer. And I'm also co-editor of a legal journal and publish regularly. And I'm the legal advisor to the French embassy, and I was recommended by the Basque Chamber of Commerce. So my decision to join Global Law Expert is closely connected to the international nature of my work. So APS Law is based in Vienna, but many of our clients and mandates are cross-border. So I advise clients from Austria, Germany, France, Belgium, Switzerland, Spain, Latin America, Singapore, UK, Australia, and other jurisdictions. So particularly where projects involve business expansion to Austria, healthcare, procurement, or technology. So for me, Global Law Experts offers a valuable international platform that reflects the way modern legal advice should work. So clients increasingly need lawyers who are not technically excellent in their own jurisdictions, but who can also cooperate effectively across borders and understand different business cultures. So being part of Global Law Experts allows me to connect with highly qualified professionals in other countries and to provide my clients with reliable international support when the projects require it. It also gives international clients a clear route to Austrian legal advice through a lawyer who understands cross-border work, multilingual communication, and the practical challenges of entering or operating in the Austrian market. So this is especially relevant for companies from French-speaking countries, Spain and Latin America, as well as businesses operating in regulated sectors such as healthcare, IT, and public procurement. So ultimately, my motivation is to offer clients legal advice that is personal, specialized, international, and practical. So APS Law combines the direct relationship of our boutique firm with the reach of an established professional law network. So joining Global Law Expert strengthens that approach and supports my goal of helping clients move forward confidently, even in complex, innovative, and cross-border situations.